Alright, so this is the last day for the day, episode 4, and let's talk about it. So it starts off with some pirates trying to, yar har har, but then we see a little a girl who's like, oh, I need your help, and they do that, but it was all a trick, and she's a good navigator too because of she noticed the storm and she accurately really well. Okay, sorry, and anyways, Luffy, and Zoro just zipping around, but then his hat flew in, and then we start Luffy's origin story. The reason why he got the hat in the first place, and it's really good why they did it, is because there was a guy named Shanks, Red Hair Shanks, that was a pirate that hanged Luffy's home down for a year, which is pretty insane. And one time, Luffy wanted to prove his strength, so I'm not joking here, he stabbed it under his eye to prove Shanks, and that's why I realized, oh boy, this is really interesting. And then but Shanks does not want him to be with the pirate crew yet. It's until his age is right. And then he gives him some juice, and then he rage baits him and says, "Ah! Adults don't drink orange juice." Ah! And I was like, this is the greatest duo ever. But then we see Kuma, a bastard. I'm just gonna call him what's this from? Okay. Wow, you're jumping like a cartoon. It's Coco. She does that right. Again, don't worry, the edited version in Romance Dawn will be there soon. But anyways, Kuma is a bastard, and he's a bandit that kills people, and he's wanted too. Do you know why he's a bastard? There was no drinks because the pirates drank it, and his revenge is to get a empty bottle and freaking destroys it and floor, and then puts it all into Shanks. But then while they leave, they all just laugh, and Luffy's mad, like, you're all weak and stuff. And while he leaves, Shanks tries to hold them, but then he stretches, and then one of the Shanks' crew members say, did you eat this type of fruit? And then he says yes, and then Shanks like, you'll never swim the rest of your life because you ate the gum fruit. And they're screaming, you dumbass! And he sounds like one of the robots in Futurama. I'm seriously, he's like the exact same actor, I swear to God. Anyways, seriously, for real this time, I just want to do Michael Jackson because there's a character named a character in Bells. Days later or something like that, Luffy gets kidnapped by the Kuma pirates because Luffy wanted to tell the Kuma pirates to stop making fun of Shanks, so they try to kill him. But then Shanks like, you could try to hurt water me down. And then he says, you'll never hurt my friends. And Luffy realized this, about like friendship, and that's why I love about Luffy, about like friendship and stuff. He cares about them, his crewmates and everything. And that's, even when he doesn't know the backstory, he gets them. That's why I love about him. Even though they punch him, kick him. Well, okay, only Nami does that, but still, he still cares about them, which I love so much in the story. Okay, but then the coolest moment ever, when one of the bandits try to put a gun at him, he says, guns are not for toys. And then one of his crewmates just shoots him there while eating some turkey. Wow, that's some cinema shit. Why do people think this anime is bad? The only anime is bad is Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball sucks! rocks! Sorry, guys, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just laughing about that. And then Kuma disappears in the water so that Luffy can, so he can drown him. But then a big, massive, like, sea monster gets him. Another one of these little interactions. Oh, shoot! No, Bobo! No! Stop! Get the frick out of here. Sorry, guys. Coco's just being a Coco silly beeline. Okay, anyways, and then Kuma gets eaten, yes! He's not gonna be in the finale, yay, in the finale episode. And then Shake saves him, and then he does an eye of the mysterious. And it scares him, and it makes it kind of like notice, like, why does he do that? And I never noticed it until, like, I think in Skypiea, when he does that, which is pretty interesting. And Luffy's crying, and we don't know why, and he there too. But then he says, Shakes, your arm! And his arm is like bitten off, which is scary. And he's like, it's just an arm. That's all it is. And he's like, and the obvious is like, whoa. And that's why I feel like he cares about them again. It's like a really iconic scene, and I love it. And then while they finally leave, they'll never see each other again. And Luffy says, I'm gonna be better than you, and I'm gonna be king of the pirates! And then another iconic scene, probably, I think it's my favorite scene. I don't care. Like, I want to live, something like that. Shanks pulls off his hat. He gives it to Luffy while he's crying. And he says, give it back to me when you're a great pirate. Great. That it shows how the strength when he goes up. And it's like really good scene. I just hope Shake doesn't become this twist villain. I do not want to do that. I want Blackbeard to be twist villain, even though he is a villain, but like he becomes super villain. Like, in fact, I want him to be like, he turns into like a monstrous god like Klefka. I know that's a little fan extreme, but come on. One Piece isn't even ending. Okay, but then we get the backstory, and then Luffy is hungry, so he sells a bird, but then he's stuck with it. Sorry. My apologies, folks. But then Zoro tries to catch it, but then these stupid pirates try to challenge him, but then he gets beaten off, and Zoro beats him, and then they're like, laughing and saying, oh, we didn't know about you, and well, they get bumped, and bruises and bleeding, and he's like, lost, and he says, who are you guys? And they say, we're the crew from Buggy, the most dangerous man alive, and I would say okay, we'll talk about that later, but yeah, he's dangerous. And then what is this? The Bunny crew tried to chase Nami. I mean, the mysterious girl. And then Luffy drops out, and then, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think that's how it ends. And yeah, I think I really like it. It's a really good origin episode of Luffy. It's probably the best one so far. And yeah, that'll be end of romance time.